We're going to find out real quick if the CIA is working with YouTube on this one. Ex-CIA director John Brennan is crooked and has been caught spying on Trump for Obama. Remember CIA John Brennan? He was the guy that came in after Bush's Petraeus and before Trump's Pompeo. While Trump was about to go into office, Barack Obama ordered him to go after 26 Trump associates to try and catch him, set him up with the Russia collusion story. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is a very interesting article. It's going to be a little bit of spy work, but it does show just how far they went to try to stop Trump and why they're running this Russia story again for 2024. It does affect this coming election. That's why we're covering them. Come on into my happy patriots. Come in, take a seat on the couch. There's some peanuts. There's an ashtray. We got some brews in the fridge. First, here's a graphic of John Brennan, just so you know who we're talking about. He served from 2013 to 2017. And here we go. The U.S. intelligence community asked foreign spy agencies to surveil 26 associates of Donald Trump in the run-up to the 2016 election. Let that sink in for just a second. Okay. Which triggered the allegations that the former president's campaign had been colluding with Russia, according to a report. Not a lot of details about this report, but that's all we've got to go on right now. Former CIA Director John Brennan identified and presented the targets, that's the 26 people, that they're to spy on, to the U.S. intelligence sharing partners in the so-called Five Eyes agencies, the intelligence gathering organizations so these are the Five Eyes, in the U.S., United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. So John Brennan went to 5 different countries to get them to give him some intel on this Trump guy because he hated him. That's proving that Brennan and Obama saw Trump as guilty before he even made it into office. They were already working on it. That is according to a report published Monday on Michael Schellenberger's public Substack. Now, Michael Schellenberger is the guy that blew open the Twitter file with Matt Taibbi, and Matt Taibbi worked on this piece also for the New York Post. Okay. The report by independent journalists Schellenberger, Matt Taibbi, and Alex Gutentag has not been confirmed by the Post. So just so you know, this is highly speculative, but these guys are good journalists, and so they have good sources. I trust them. The U.S. intelligence community had identified the 26 Trump associates, quote, as people to bump or make contact with or manipulate, one source told the outlet. Apparently a bump, they're going to explain what it means. It's not full-on wiretapping, so they're not going that far, but they're saying, why don't you just go bump these 26 people close to Trump? In spy speak, quote, bumping is when a reason is manufactured to meet with a target of interest in order to develop a relationship that could lead to intelligence. There you go. So they sent out their people, their spooks, to go out and make buddies with 26 of Trump's people. Quote, they were targets of our own IC intelligence community and law enforcement, targets for collection and misinformation, the source said. So they've got a source of one of these bumps talking to Schellenberger and Taibbi. Britain's government communications headquarters intelligence apparatus, now we're going to go into this, that's the GCHQ, remember that, Britain's government communications headquarters intelligence apparatus, was making contacts with Trump's associates as early as March 2016, according to the report. So this might have been where the Steele dossier came from. He was an English guy that was working with Hillary Clinton's people. You start to see the provenance of this stuff. But the main thing is, this was as early as 2016, before Trump went into office. They were making contacts and bumping Trump people going back to March of 2016, a source told the outlet. They were sending people around the UK, Australia, Italy, the Mossad in Italy. The MI6 was working at an intelligence school they had set up. A GCHQ spokesperson told the outlet that claims it was, quote, asked to conduct wiretapping against then president-elect are nonsense, unquote. So that's just to say this has its limits. They were not asked to wiretap someone. Intelligence related to the alleged surveillance effort is housed in a 10-inch binder, and this is the missing black binder we're all looking for. According to the outlet, which Trump, then 77, ordered to be declassified at the end of his presidency and could contain evidence that, quote, multiple U.S. intelligence officials broke laws against spying and election interference. The whereabouts of the alleged thick binder are unknown. No one knows where it goes. That thing got memory hold forever. And then to conclude here, warrantless surveillance of U.S. persons is specifically prohibited by U.S. law. So they don't have a reason for it. Former FBI lawyer Kevin Kleinsmith was sentenced to probation in 2021 after admitting that he falsified an email to renew a wiretap against former Trump campaign advisor Carter Page. So they get the little hand slap for going after Trump's advisor. Page had been wiretapped after intelligence sources suspected he might have been targeted by Russian spies. A wiretap, which was approved by the Secret Foreign Intelligence Service Court, was renewed several times after it was first granted. So this was a giant fishing expedition. You're not safe. There's a presumption of guilt on Trump that they believed he was working with Russia before they had any proof, and they still have no proof. Last March, Special Counsel John Durham concluded that the FBI investigation of Trump's alleged collusion with Russia was, quote, seriously flawed and had no basis in evidence after a 4-year review of the probe. And that's where this whole thing ends. So it's a government-appointed bureaucrat going after our freedom. And that's how the Democrats see it is they use these unelected people to go after. Back then, Trump was just a citizen. Remember, he was a citizen just like us, and he has the same amount of rights as we do. And if they can send 25 spies to go five different countries to go bump 26 of Trump's associates and make relationships with them, they could do the same to any of us. And that's what Trump meant by, they're not after me, they're after you. They have to go through me to get you. This has been Doug in Exile.